Ever wonder why some food is called organic, but other food is just food? Or why seedless is somehow the preferred way to eat fruit? Or why every week there's another influencer food collab, like deep fried something on a stick? I don't know. Or why food just doesn't taste as good as it did when you were a kid. Welcome to Pluto and Aquarius, the cosmic reason food culture is extreme, unhinged, and honestly completely fascinating. What we eat and why is being transformed in ways we didn't even realize. But before we dive into the video, hi, I'm Vanessa, but you can call me Ness, a human behavior nerd and someone who's obsessed with dissecting the systems that shape desire, obsession, and culture. And on this channel, we believe in changing your mind, not your body. Today, we are looking at food, but not just recipes or your basic bitch diet tips. We're looking at Pluto in Aquarius and how this cosmic energy is changing how we eat, what we value, and even the systems that feed us. Pluto represents transformation, power, and obsession. Aquarius represents innovation, technology, social ideals, and collective consciousness. Together, Pluto in Aquarius is like a cosmic microscope on society's obsessions, especially when it comes to food. This isn't just about personal taste. It's cultural, technological, political, and sometimes terrifying. Food has become a reflection of power, status, and collective obsession. Like, let's be honest, traditional dieting is dead. For example, we have AI nutrition apps now that are available and DNA based meal plans that track your every bite. We also have wearable tech like your Fitbits and Apple Watches, which measures what your body does with every calorie. Calories in, calories out. There's so much stuff that is on the planet that actually blows my mind. Not just pacemakers anymore, right? On social media, we have micro trends, which create wellness communities that are borderline cults. And believe it or not, we have food that is differentiated based on whether it is organic, local, plant based, ethically sourced. Yeah, it's not just about health anymore, it's about status. Calories aren't the point anymore. Control is. And Pluto is fine with obsession. Pluto in Aquarius really amplifies the extremes of globalization, capitalism, and just where the food industry in general is heading. For example, we have people going off grid and living the homestead aesthetic because it is aesthetically pleasing to them and they can afford to do that, whereas other people do it out of necessity. And then we have diets that now range from fruitarian to carnivore, low fat, high fat, keto, not keto, all kinds of diets to biohacking your way to immortality. Then we can look at the fast food industry and how it continues to escalate into grotesque indulgence. And of course, we have secret benefiters like the pharmaceutical industry, big pharma. Pharmaceuticals are really happy at the monstrosities that the fast food industry is pumping out because they finally get to sell GLP-1s like Wegovy, Ozempic, which normalize consumption, right? And did you know that users of GLP-1s are actually called consumers and not patients? Sit with that for a minute. And speaking of big pharma and labs and all the things that happen in labs, we have GMO meat and lab grown foods and plant based movements that blur ethics, aesthetics, and health all in one. I actually find it really interesting how we went from advocating for plant based foods and not harming the animals to being like, yeah, we won't harm the animals. We'll just grow shit in a lab. Globalization, tariffs, and government influence are reshaping agriculture. If people don't protect autonomy, we could see more centralized control over what and how we eat. Like, don't worry, you don't need to own a farm. Just trust your grocery store. Oh, and don't ask where the foods from your grocery stores are coming from. Definitely not the farmers next door. They're all imported from some country, and we don't support local farmers, hence making their lives difficult. Hence why we will buy their land. And you see where I'm going with this. It's right in front of our eyes, people. But before we go down that route, let us take a look at technology. Social media and tech don't just track food, they create desire and obsession. Biohacking, longevity diets, functional foods. I don't even know. I don't even want to go into that. I didn't even know what that word was before I researched this. Like I saw it on a blog and I was like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, viral trends, like different recipes and those like really crazy weight loss hacks. Yeah, they all thrive under Pluto's shadow. The line between wellness, aesthetics, and addiction keeps blurring. And honestly, I won't be surprised if orthorexia becomes a normalized thing. Aquarius wants progress, and Pluto loves obsession. Together, they're making food a playground, a status symbol, and a cultural weapon all at once. By the time Pluto leaves Aquarius, some people will be hyper optimized, tech obsessed, using AI, pharmaceuticals, and biohacks to control health and appearance. And not to mention, this tied with the beauty industry, my oh my, it'll be like we are living gods. Right? Okay. Whereas others will embrace local, off grid, homestead life, very aesthetic, very natural. I feel like being natural might even become a whole trend in itself, like rejecting makeup. And another thing that I predict is that fast food will continue to escalate. More deep fried things, more sugar coated, more. I mean, sugar is really addictive, so they might just even change how much sugar we add into stuff and like add more sugar and like less fat. I don't know why, but I just feel like fast foods will start rolling out with like healthy fast food. Like, I definitely can see McDonald's opening up a grocery store, McDonald's groceries. If they do end up, doing McDonald's groceries, they better give me some credit because I definitely, gave them the idea. But I can definitely see that happening. Or even other industries that we didn't expect to go into food might segue into food. Like clothing industry might start promoting certain diets and certain foods. For example, it's very obvious with fitness because fitness is tied to health, but we could even have I don't know, like maybe a Shein thing, like smoothie bar, something ridiculous and absurd. But to push the lifestyle that they are promoting, like American Eagle might be doing like burgers or whatever, just something American. Yeah, okay. Another prediction I have is lab grown meat and GMOs will definitely be normalized. And the reason why I think it will be normalized is because it'll be cheaper. And judging off of this current economy and how things are going to end up turning out, I think it'll be worse. So people will start buying GMO food just to afford groceries. And my last prediction is that society will be very polarized in terms of wellness elites versus survivalists. Wellness elites will be the people who have farms because they could afford to buy one and are growing homegrown vegetables and this is my life now. I love farming. I've always wanted to do this. Versus survivalists who are like, well, I'm working on someone's farm because I need to survive. So, as you can see, it's quite a spectrum here. Pluto in Aquarius isn't here to make us perfect. It's here to show us the power and the trap of collective obsession. Food is no longer just nourishment, it's tech, politics, ethics, aesthetics, and status all rolled into one. Notice the trends, question the extremes, decide what serves you before the collective obsession decides for you. If you like this video and would like me to make more Pluto in Aquarius videos, do comment down below Pluto in Aquarius or just tell me, make another video. I don't mind. I really love making these type of videos and I would love to go in depth with these, like really in depth and just do like a whole analysis, but only if you guys want that. So let me know and I'll definitely make another video.